Whoa, what's going on? What's going on? Come up in the room, man, real quick. Quick video. DJ Academics, Meek Mill. I want to hear y'all thoughts. I want to hear y'all thoughts on this, man. I want to know how y'all feel about. I want to know how y'all feel about DJ Academics in general. All right, I'm gonna give y'all my opinion. I'm gonna give y'all my thoughts on this character. And I want to ask the question, man, why do we allow such tomfoolery to take place? Why do we let cornball dudes like him in our culture? Because that's what he is. He's a cornball. And he is, I would say, he's an agent of destruction. He's sowing seeds of destruction, sowing seeds of discord. You understand? If you're not aware of what I'm talking about, he's been going back and forth with Meek Mill. And now what he's doing, he's bringing artists from Philly up to his platform. I'm talking about these are artists that are not signed, or they're not, they're still in the street. You know what I'm saying? They're still outside. They're still, some of them are still active, so he's bringing these guys up to his platform. It's a million other things Academics could be doing, right? I mean, this man has walked red carpets. This man has been with the elite of the industry. There's a million things Academics could be doing, but instead what he's doing right now is he's bringing up street cats from Philly, and he's about to start a war. He's adding fuel to the fire. He's inciting a war in Philly, and from my perspective. And in Philly, tap in, man. Tell me what y'all think. Is this gonna lead to something, or Pound Side Pop, Quilly Mills? Pound Side Pop already released his interview on DJ Academics. Quilly Mills just did an interview on Academics platform. These guys are not a Meek Mill stature. They're not on a Meek Mill level. And there's potential for things to get serious. And I'm not saying Meek is innocent. I'm not saying he doesn't have a part in this, because I believe he plays a major part in this. Where's his team at, man? Where's Meek Mill's team at? Where are his handlers? Where are his friends? Where's his manager to tell him how to go about things like this? To talk to him how to move in these situations. Let me tell you something, man. I know I can imagine how Meek feels, right? But one thing you don't do is, look here, as soon as somebody starts talking reckless and you know it could be a real situation, you don't even acknowledge that online. If I was Meek Mill, I wouldn't even acknowledge it online. I wouldn't even have told nobody nothing. I would have just had, I would have just said out loud one day, hey man, you know what? Something got to be done about this guy. Or I'll pull up on him. And you know what I'm saying? We can just, do a one-on-one or something. I don't know, but one thing for sure, two things for certain. You don't hop online and he's talking about doing something to these people. And look here, Meek, man. I like Meek Mill. I actually rock with Meek. He's one of the very few artists that I like. I love a lot of his albums. But Meek Mill, listen, man. I know you're not listening. It don't matter. It's all good. Listen, bro. Look here. You gotta tighten up, homie. But back to this cornball Academics, man. Why do we let him live in this society? Why are we letting him live in this culture? I don't understand. Dudes like that, in my day, in my era, my neighborhood, my community, they had no say-so in anything. They had no say-so, dog. Why are we letting this man have any say-so about anything? He has a lot of power in the culture, man. And today, what it's all about is the platform. If somebody has a big platform, a lot of stuff is condoned. You understand? We saw what Akademiks did with the war in Chicago. He incited a lot of violence. He incentivized those Chicago gangs to kill. He incentivized that because they were going to get clout and they was going to get a record deal if they made Akademiks, possibly, right? So we let that happen. We allowed that to happen. And to go easy on him, to be fair with him, he wasn't big at that point. He didn't have a major responsibility. He was just like a regular vlogger. So he was a regular YouTuber. So we can't really fault him too much. But at the same time, we can. I want to know how many bodies is Akademiks responsible for indirectly. How many people have been killed? How much blood is on Akademiks' hands indirectly? It's all about a platform, man. If I have a major platform and I want to get your enemies, if I don't like you and I want to get your enemies on that platform, I can get them on that platform with ease, and they can say whatever they want to say about you. The problem is when these kids go home, when they leave Akademiks' platform and they go back to Philly, what's going to happen? What are they going to be faced with? Akademiks is going to be in New Jersey somewhere, right? Behind a gate. He's going to be in New Jersey behind the gate. A lot of these kids, man, they're going to be in the street, and it's going to be a lot of issues they're going to have to face head up. And I hate to see it, dog. That's why I'm doing this video, because I really hate to see a goofball like Akademiks be able to maneuver and orchestrate, you know, and participate. Even participate. I hate to see somebody like this participate in a beef of some sort. You dig? Like, again, man, dudes of that caliber, they couldn't live, they couldn't speak, they didn't have any say so around us. Okay, they wouldn't be able to give their 2 cents, let alone, you know, bring an enemy over or bring 2 different enemies and talk to them and instigate beef. And it's sad at this point. And the thing about, you know, these other celebrities that condone this, right? Because they got to play the game. It's all about Hollywood. It's all about the music industry. It's all about these vloggers. They're not going to say a word because they don't want beef with Akademiks. He's the corniest dude in the industry. And people, he might be one of the most feared dudes in the industry. Because these dudes, they don't want no problems with him. Because he controls the post to an extent. You say something about Akademiks, he can give your album a bad review. He can just he can make you corny in the eyes of your demographic by saying 1 or 2 words. He can say, oh, I don't like him, he's corny. And next thing you know, a lot of these other kids are like, oh, I don't like him, he's corny. And these artists know this. They know what's going on, so they don't say nothing about Akademiks. But Akademiks should have been canceled a long time ago. That's just my opinion. He's sitting in his little room streaming and just talking crazy and saying whatever he wants to say about whoever he wants to say it about, man. And, you know, I would hate to see these young kids get out here and really hurt each other over this. You know, we're responsible. We should be mediating, man. We should be, you know, at this point, we should be like, hey, man, we're not going to let this ride. We're not going to let these things happen. You know what I'm saying? We just not going to do it. So, yeah, man, I hope everything turns out good for the Philly Cats. You know what I'm saying? Because they can get real ugly, especially when you are on prime time internet talking crazy about somebody like Meek Mill. You know, and does it serve any purpose for him to bring them up there? It just doesn't, man. You know, so yeah, man, that's all I wanted to say. Leave your comments, leave your thoughts in the comments, man. Let me know how you feel about this topic. You dig? Hey, shout out to y'all. It's a beautiful day. Get out there, do something, man. Go get some exercise or do something good for yourself, all right? I'm going to get with y'all. Peace.